if he drops down to second or third, he'll end up playing Van Gerwen or Smith. Now clearly, Clayton or Aspinall are capable of beating anybody, but I think, without wishing to be too rude about those two Aerosmiths, you'd rather play Clayton or Aspinall than Smith or Van Gerwen, wouldn't you, Mark?
At that level of play, Rod, when you're talking about the Premier League semi-finals, any advantage you can get, you want to grab it. If you can have the darts in the opening leg, and that could count if you go all the way, you get it. And Gerwen Price, with darts like that, has been the tabletop. He's been the standout performer, but he's got to get to the final if he wants to stay on top.
Look at this for a riposte.
140, Gerwen 522.
Goes ball first with his opponent not on a finish, and that leaves 24.
98.
Sensible play from Gerwen Price, and will return for a double he's really comfortable on, to restore the one-leg advantage.
41.
No real pressure applied, so Price for 2-1.
Yes, he's very adept at double 12. He's adept at most doubles, to be fair, but double 12 is one that he's particularly useful on and one he particularly likes. And he goes 2-1 up, he regains the advantage. I wonder if the first leg of this match could turn out to be the most important. We often say that you've got to win 6. Peter, ton left and 6 darts at it here for Gerwen Price. To leave double 10.
80.
Yeah, well, at least he didn't go inside on the double 10. Leave double 5. He'll be back. He was a fair way away at double, but he'll be back to go one away for a place in the semi-finals. And a shrug of the shoulders from Peter Wright. Not happy with that second dart. Maybe a bit stubborn there. Could have switched, but it should be in vain. It is. Price 5-2. One away from place in the semi-finals, which would confirm Peter Wright would finish bottom of this year's Premier League. Lost 1 quarter-final in the last 9 weeks.
Yeah, his match record in the Premier League this year: wins 22, losses 11, so therefore has won 2/3 of the games he played. And at any level, that kind of win ratio is most impressive and very rare. And Wright started well in that first leg, couldn't break, but since then, Mark, he's rather been holding on, hasn't he, like a boxer just trying to get through to the final bell and lose only on points.
This is what he did on his last leg in through. He found a 180 to leave 36 on that occasion, and he got a shot. He may not get one here. This is to wrap up a 6-2 victory, and that is a clinical display from Gerwen Price. And the first sign of emotion is on the match-winning dart. For Peter Wright, it's a Premier League campaign to forget. He'll turn his attention to the rest of the season. For Price, he's into the semi-finals.
Nathan Aspinall's scoring, particularly of late, has been obscene.
Yeah.
Particularly last weekend in the Czech Republic, where he scored as well as he's done possibly ever.
I agree. And he mentioned in his interview, didn't he, was scoring recently. And his scoring's already been so good that he didn't need to go for a treble 20 or a 20 to leave the bullseye. So he's doing as he likes, because after 12 darts, he wants tops.
98.
And he's scoring so well, hitting the treble 20 so much that he's decided to leave tops because he was scared of busting by accidentally hitting it, but he hits double top anyway, and that is a brilliant start to this must-win game for the Asp. I'm getting into the leg and I'm ploughing through it. I'm scoring brilliantly and it's working.
Paralysis through analysis and all that, and thinking time and whatever your narrative is, but let me tell you, even with the way that Michael Smith and Gerwen Price are playing, is anyone in the world of darts scoring better than Nathan Aspinall right now?
And right now he's eyeing up a double for another brilliant 13-darter. And there was the lurch and the pause as he re-gripped, but he switches over to the double 9 and gets the job done.
Johnny Clayton can afford to lose this game, but if Nathan Aspinall beats Gerwen Price in the first semi-final, it's all going to go horribly wrong for him and he will not make the playoffs. Aspinall is on 22, and effectively, really, that's all that matters He's got one more night win, and that is what could effectively be crucial.
140.
More decent scoring from Nathan Aspinall, but this time Clayton should be breathing down his neck.
94.
And is.
Nathan Maguire, 110.
60. 54 for 36 for 3-zip. Too good. Too good. Playing so... Oh, look at that from JC. He knows it's a big game, so he congratulates his opponent. Less in diameter gives you a little bit more room in that treble bed or whatever you're going for. Someone's being a nuisance.
Oh, that is how you put them in their place. Look at that from Nathan Aspinall. Working past a blocker dart and rubbing whoever that was' nose in it to leave double six for a 4-0 lead and another break.
He's looked someone as being a bit naughty, and Hugh Ware, the referee, is having none of it. Clearly trying to put Nathan off, because it's only happening when Nathan's throwing. But Nathan, it's double six, and then it looks over as if to say it's a wasted endeavour. Pow! Security will step in shortly.
Well, Nathan Aspinall, already in the Premier League campaign this year, ended a winless run against Dimitri Vandenberg that stretched back months and months and months and months. It's ages since he's beaten Johnny Clayton.
Yes.
He's lost the last 4, he's not 1 for 5, and his last win was 2020.
That was lockdown darts. Tops! Well, if you are going to win a leg, take out 160.
Well, Nathan's smiling and nodding because he can afford to at 5-1.
Maybe, and you agree with him, Dan, that this could be the best spell of scoring that he's ever had. Ever.
Doesn't get any better than that. It is back-to-back 180s for Nathan Aspinall, who might be finishing this one with a flourish. The job will not be finished. Even a 6-1 win isn't enough. He needs to win another game. But can he complete part 1 here? Down for the 16s. He'll just set the shot up.
52.
Set it up with the 32. All Johnny Clayton can do, crack in a big one and hope. Hope that a man that's only missed 4 darts at a double is going to miss again. And he is not going to miss again. Nathan Aspinall averaged well over a ton, 103. Johnny Clayton, it wasn't his night, but it's not over yet. Nathan Aspinall had 2 tasks this evening. That is to beat Johnny Clayton and then beat whoever he may face in the semi-final.
To level up the scores here. Surely stay there. Yeah, good guy, double 8. Just the wrong side. Likely to return.
Well, you'd say it was extremely likely, and now it's a certainty. And Smith now looking to make sure the second leg ends on the same leg as the same double as the first leg. Double 8. Went to pick the ball out of the hole, but it's lipped out, and he still hasn't found it. And he still hasn't found it. So now Vandenberg to go 2 up on the world champ and the 4-man in the Prem. Wild.
4 darts missed for Michael Smith. They're nowhere near. They're not even guides. It doesn't matter. Vandenberg pins double 12 with the last dart and doubles his lead. Unfortunate to get away with that leg, but he'll take it.
Well, I'll tell you what, there were plenty of people surprised when Nathan Aspinall romped into a 5-leg lead against Johnny Clayton. There'll be even more people surprised if Vandenberg romps into a 4-leg lead against Michael Smith, which he can do here on double 12.
He's hit this already in the match.
4-0 to Dimitri Vandenberg. Well, That is simply staggering based on what we've seen in the previous 15 weeks, but it's unfolding in front of our very eyes here, and the world champ is 4-zip behind.
Smith gets in striking distance, but this is for 5-0.
And first to finish on his opponent's throw again here, Vandenberg. 54 needed. Can't find the treble with either dart 1 or dart 2, and that means Michael Smith should get at least a poke at bullseye here to get a leg on the board. Single again will leave bull. Bullseye for the bully boy! And he gets a leg on the board. Scant celebration. More just a raised eyebrow from the world champion. He realises that he has been left adrift by Vandenberg here, and even that leg may not be enough to kickstart a revival. Going for 2 treble 19s, but can't find them. Just find the treble 20 with his last dart to give himself a 2-darter if he returns, with Vandenberg on the champagne shot. 2 bullseyes now, treble 19 to leave the red bit.
Is that to move though? You've seen, oh, brilliant dart from Dimitri Vandenberg. We've seen a full finish from Michael Smith on 86, but that was even more impressive. He blocked the target with the dart at 25, shuffled to his left, and Vandenberg now puts himself in a great position to pick up some more points.
Let's watch this from Michael Smith. Let's not reminisce. Good dart. Outer ball for the bullseye! Oh, it was there for him too.
Yeah, he just had to clatter into either of those darts. Vandenberg's had 1 for the match already. There's more incoming.
He wants double 16 for an epic victory over the world champion. My word, that's so wild. He's left double 12. Dimitri Vandenberg has spurned now 3 match-winning opportunities.
And the first one in that combination lacked composure. Dimitri knows that was wild, and Smith hangs on in there. Well, Dimitri through for the match at 5-2. He would have felt relatively relaxed then. He'll feel edgy now. 3 darts have come and gone for victory. Genuinely off that combination. Dimitri's just got to be sensible here now. May stay up there. May go for 25 here. Yeah, just to leave the single to double. And he'll get more match darts. Smith needs to apply some pressure, but Vandenberg, who's had 3 for victory already, should get a couple more.
He dislikes tops so much. At one point last week, on 91, he went 57 to leave double 17 to avoid tops. What's he going to do here? He can't avoid it. 2 at tops, which he despises. He likes it now, all right, and Dimitri Vandenberg causes a big upset in Aberdeen as he inflicts a first defeat in 10 matches on the world champion.
First in the semi-final against Michael Smith. Price will throw first in his semi-final next week against, but we don't know yet.
Double 16 for 4-0. Well, he misses, but Chris Dobey is going to have to pull out. A very large rabbit from the hat. He can't even get hold of the first ear.
He's lost his scoring form this week, unusually. Which means Michael is just coming back with 3 in hand for a double again. And he only needs 2. This is
the tournament which exposes inconsistencies more than any other. Looking quite consistent tonight.
This is 86th 180 of this Premier League campaign. Starting to hit a few more than he has done in recent times. Was an absolute monster at one point. Chris Dobey is a funny old player to get right on the 180 stakes, as Van Gerwen misses a big number. If he hits a 57, this goes. Right, start the next leg. Oh, come on, Chris. That was useless.
Well, It was a better attempt than the big number that Van Gerwen missed in the previous visit, but he tidies it up for 5-0, and Michael Van Gerwen is storming through to the semi-finals by the looks of things. Yeah, 5-0 down and staring down the barrel of an 11th quarter-final defeat.
The numbers sometimes don't make sense.
Well, this would be some way to wrap it up. It's not going to happen. But look, Chris Dobey has been doing an awful lot of good acquitting of himself in this tournament with very little reward.
He's coming out of this Premier League with credit. 54 or ball. Oh, I like it, Chris. He fancied it. He saw that he could muscle one in to the right-hand side, and he did. As MVG, that fell out of his hand. That is not a natural dart for him at all.
Well, he'd left 17 for the second leg running because he'd missed a segment entirely, and then he's missed a segment entirely and bust his score, and Chris Dobey avoids the whitewash.
What I do love is that Michael threw an absolute diabolical dart for him and then looks at his hand.
Every single visit is being accompanied by shaking out the hand. He wants to get this done, and it isn't done yet. 3 legs running now. He's busted his score trying to win the match and then missed match darts in the following 2 legs. And Chris Dobey to win a 3rd on the spin and prolong this game and prolong the agony for MVG.
If he wraps this up here, I will try to have a chat with Michael, see what is going on.
9.
This is a nightmare scenario for MVG.
Yes.
The reward is just not worth the risk, is it?
And we don't know, is this affecting Dobey? Is his concentration levels dropped just a tad? Because he will be seeing what is happening with MVG. Well, he can't get this wrapped up, and this just means throwing more darts, and he does not want to throw another dart.
He wants to get off stage and have a look at it. But Chris Dobey's having a look at double 2. And this game will go on into another leg at least. And Michael Van Gerwen, who could have won this 6-0, just 3 legs later, the game is in doubt, the victory is in doubt, and Michael Van Gerwen's fitness for the showpiece at the O2 in London may be in doubt. We don't know. We might be overblowing this, but it's certainly a concern. Yeah, he bust his score and his shoulder in the same dart.
Yeah.
And yet he battles on bravely and gets yet another chance potentially to win the match.
This really is, for Chris Dobey, one of those situations where you want to keep your man up there.
It's only going to be 1 dart. Double top to end it. And that is the end of it. Michael Van Gerwen battles through to claim the victory. Immediately the hand goes to the shoulder. He is very clearly struggling. Mighty Michael Van Gerwen, his participation for the rest of the night may be in doubt. Chris Dobey, a brilliant Premier League campaign, comes to an end in his debut year.
Yeah, to finish in the top 4 in this elite 8-man field is a feat in itself. Let's get that right.
Yes. Yes.
128.
They're all champions.
Looks for another. Finds another. Double 10 for the Welshman. Ace Arasmitheri from Gerwen Price. The Iceman keeping his cool and regains the lead.
170.
Oh my word. I couldn't see him missing that. I thought he might have missed the bullseye, but not that 60 for a level game.
And Aspinall knows he cannot afford to miss many opportunities in this match against the red-hot Iceman. 1 in hand, tops. And he's missed 2 there. And if this is punished, Aspinall has real problems early on in the piece.
For 3-1 now. Johnny Clayton will be loving life. Just to catch you up if you're just joining us. If Nathan...
His margin for error is diminishing and diminishing with each passing leg. Goes 33 for 32. Tops now.
25.
There's 3 darts at that target missed in the last 2 legs by the Asp.
Yes. And he'll be hoping that Price misses as well.
72.
This has to go.
Nathan, you require 40.
He looks pressured.
Why wouldn't he?
Yeah, I get it.
You look pressured and you're commentating. Tops. He knows it's crucial. The heat turns up a couple more degrees, but he's cool enough to hit the target. And Aspinall closes to 3-2. It's Price to continue to underperform.
Yes.
Get this back from 2-4 behind. Tops was the target for the Welshman.
85.
Finds Tops with a 3rd dart. That leaves double 10 if he returns. But Aspinall here, again, we've said this a few times, can't afford to keep missing doubles. Missed 1, double 9. Finds it. Now it's game on again here. 4-3 to Gerwen Price, who has... I think at the moment he feels that if they'd cryogenically frozen Phil the Power Taylor from the early 2000s and resuscitated and put him on stage, Price feels he would beat him.
I'm just thinking about all that complex scenario.
It's a bit far-fetched. It's a sci-fi plot. I might produce a screenplay for that later.
It's a bit
you could be in it.
Oh, I don't want to be in it. I don't want to lose again. Come on now.
58. Gerwen, you require 137.
Now this is to put Johnny Clayton through. To win the match and put Clayton through.
170.
And Johnny Clayton would have been out of his seat and then sitting back down again.
We have had news that Michael Van Gerwen has had treatment from medics here in the arena and he will play. So the next semi-final will take place, which is Dimitri Vandenberg and Michael Van Gerwen. The muscle at the top of the arm is the problem.
At the moment, double 5 is the problem for Gerwen Price, and he finds it! And Gerwen Price beats Nathan Aspinall to reach the final in Aberdeen. But most importantly, he sends his Welsh World Cup teammate Johnny Clayton on a trip to the O2 Arena in London to play.
Great spells in some of those matches, but just not for the entire match. Not enough to win the match.
Unfortunately, in professional sport, it's a results industry, and if you don't win, then you've lost.
Yeah. Unless a draw's possible. Just saying.
Yeah, but
without being pedantic.
Not in the best of 11 darts match, right? The draw has been scratched from the possibility list. Oh, now this is great stuff. Double 14. Oh, what a finish! Sensational stuff from the brilliant Belgian as he nails down a 1-4-8 epic outshot to lead again at 2-1. Well, breaks of throw are not that common in elite level darts, but we could see 5 on the trot here. In fact, we're likely to see 5 on the trot here because Vandenberg is threatening his 3rd break. Price has had 2 himself.
Yeah.
Extraordinary, really.
99.
Are you surprised we haven't seen a 9 in the Premier League map?
Yes, because I'm surprised that we haven't seen from Michael Smith as Vandenberg hits double 18 with a 2-dart pop finish. I mean, Michael Smith, as you said one way, looks like a 9-dart that could be on any leg, every leg.
Yes.
And Price, we know, is a 9-dart specialist.
Yes.
Van Gerwen likewise. Vandenberg's had one on the TV, hasn't he?
Yeah.
The Grand Slam.
Peter Wright. Also, unusually for Peter.
140.
He's going along a
53.
decent clip. Dimitri just seems to be grouping the dart a bit better, in my opinion. He will go bullseye, even though the 42 is bigger,
52.
because like Rodri said, he hates tops.
98.
Vandenberg's Average has just dropped just under 100 now. He's only had 3 ton plus averages so far this season. His best is 105.73. And 148, I believe, his second highest finish of the tournament so far this year. So he's producing his best darts in the very last match.
Like Michael Smith did last year. Oh, he likes that.
Right. Price with a little bit of Welsh sugar there.
It's twice now he's kicked off max than a 60. We were just talking about a 9. He's teasing us.
42.
But he's threatening a 4th consecutive break of the Gerwen Price throw.
Now let's get it right. That's a chore in itself.
135.
Some 46 for that break.
58. Dimitri required 46.
His Price comes up dry, leaves 167. Double 16 for the lead. This is what he's capable of. It's like no fat darts from him. Zero fattage.
Well, when the players arrived in Aberdeen, Gerwen Price had won 70% of his legs on his own darts.
Yeah.
And tonight in this final, he's won precisely no % of his legs on his own darts. 0.
He's not agreeing with Price here, and he's giving him more than something to think about, and that's number 4. And it's not just the 4 180s, it's the 44% on doubles, it's the 8 140s, and there was just a bit of petulance about Price there.
20 for tops.
20.
And still his favourite double is a BT, anything but tops.
Gerwen just opined that the leg had gone with the previous throw.
8 for double 16 here, Wayne. 8 for double 16. No tops. And it's the lesser spotted hold of throw.
I'm not saying it's done him a favour, but he seems more likely to hit 20 than tops. Oh, is that awkward? I'm not sure.
Well, he may get another 3 at that, but he may not, because Vandenberg's had a 148 already. He's looking at 110 to win this match. Now he can pick double 16, and he has for the match.
94.
Dimitri Vandenberg has had a dart to win a week in the Premier League. He hasn't gotten that close for the previous 15 weeks, but he now has the darts.
And regardless of the fact Van Gerwen pulled out of the semi-final through injury, if Vandenberg does win from here, he will have beaten Smith and Price.
Yes.
Let's get it right.
Oh,
That's 2 back-to-back scalps of some repute.
100%. I don't know if he's thinking about it, but he kicks off 13.
100.
And Gezi trying to have a bit of a laugh, but
Looking to hold throw here to wrap it up. If he doesn't, he'll have to break Price in the decider. And Price is starting to find his form.
Price having one of his best legs of the match. Dimitri was having one of his worst.
100.
Still, you feel that isn't enough. 16 for tops. For 5-5. Now he gets it. When he has to get it, he does. At one point, this was looking like a lost cause, Rod, to the point of Price literally just threw 3 darts away as if, right, that leg's gone, I'm bang in trouble. But when yeah, that was a real slip. And this man in no mood to let up. Now he's turned this around.
100.
Honestly, come on now. For his 5th nightly win in this year's Premier League.
trademark muscle flexing from the former world champion, and now wants double 18 for, as Wayne said, for a 5th nightly win in the 2023 Premier League. Gerwen Price, double 9.
No.
Oh my. I did not see that coming. Dimitri Vandenberg will go 20 for double 16. He's already had a dart to win the evening. He gets another one and he takes it. Dimitri Vandenberg waits 15 weeks of losses, and then eventually on the 16th week in Aberdeen, he gets his nightly win.